Hi everybody, it's Wombat. I hope you're doing fantastic today. I certainly am, because I'm driving something very special. The Iveco 190-38 Special, to be precise. Let's dive in and have a look at this truck. Oh man, I'm getting the chills driving this thing. You know, I'm a Scania guy. I'm not supposed to feel this way about a non-Scania, and definitely not about a Iveco truck. But this one is just fantastic. There, I said it. That's my judgment. This truck is fantastic. And I'll tell you why. I downloaded this truck from ETS2.lt, as I often do when I download mods. And I did it among other reasons because the description said that this truck, the truck mod specifications are taken from the original documentation. I've heard that before, but most often that's in best case only true to a certain point. This truck, however, is different. Let's go through it. The original 190-38 was produced between 1981 and 1985, even though it's in Argentina kept on being produced all the way up to 1998. And speaking of different countries where this truck was made, and then I'm talking about the 190-38, not specifically the Special. It was produced in, let's see, Argentina, Brazil, Turkey, Libya, and obviously Italy. The Special, however, was only sold between 1983 and 1984, and the number of trucks sold is probably around 500. Originally, Iveco said when they showed this truck the first time, I think that was in 1982 or early 83, they said they would produce 100 of these trucks, but they ended up producing 500. I'm happy to say that the mod was created at a later stage, but other than that, this truck is pretty spot on, and I'm gonna walk you through it. As I said, the original 190-38 came as both a 6x2 and a 4x2. The mod, however, only includes a 4x2, but that is for a very good reason. The Special, at least to my knowledge, was only produced as a 4x2. The mod is only available in the cab I'm hauling in right now, and so was the original Special. The out-of-the-box configuration had this mod truck painted in red, and I've seen a ton of pictures of the Special, and with the exception of whatever paint job there might have been added to the truck after it left the factory, all of them are Maranello red, and that also happens to be the name of the color in this mod. The truck mod only comes with one engine, the Fiat 8280-22, and the 190-38 did that as well. That Fiat engine is a 381 horsepower 17-liter V8 producing 1615 Newton meters of torque at between 1050 and 1500 RPM. So the same as the real-life truck. This mod has two transmissions, a 13-speed Eaton Fuller and a 16-speed ZF. I'm not sure exactly what transmissions were available for the Special in 1983 and 84, but the standard 190-38 also had a 8-speed Fiat automatic transmission that the mod does not contain. I find it, however, very unlikely that the Special, considering how few were ever made and considering the 381 horsepower engine, that the Special ever had that Fiat transmission. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I trust the mod on this one. It is accurate when it comes to transmissions as well. Speaking of modifications, there are very few things you can do with this truck. You can add 4 extra lights on the front of the truck. They are, however, not original headlights, unfortunately. It is what ETS2 comes with built in. The same goes for sun visors. Originally this truck didn't have a sun visor. Many trucks had them added later on, and you may do so even with this truck, and again it is the originals from ETS2 or SES and not something found specifically for this truck. You may paint the main mirrors optionally red, and on the inside there's really nothing you can change except for adding a CB or a radio, and or as in my case the GPS. And finally you can add your own trucker's plates, as I did. I've never seen that before, but in this case that is placed in the middle of the front window. As I said, I've never seen that before, so interesting. Speaking of that trucker sign, as you can see just below it here on the inside and to the right of the steering wheel is a plaquette, and at the bottom of that plaquette it says truck built for Daniel Cowboy Lee. And in case you wonder who the hell Daniel Cowboy Lee is, he is actually Danny Lee, one of two persons taking credits for this truck. The second person taking credits for this truck is Equalizer. So far I haven't found his name anywhere on the truck, it's just Danny Lee. With this truck, as with all trucks, there are pros and cons. In this case I've so far only gone through pros, in case you didn't notice. There are, however, a couple of cons I would like to mention. The first one being the rims and tires. Yes, you can change rims and tires, but only to rims and tires from other mods or from SCS. I would have liked to find at least some original tires. That would have been nice. When it comes to rims, as you can see, mine are partially red, partially what is supposed to look like metallic. I chose the colors myself to make the truck as correct compared to the original as possible. I wish the actual rims had been available as well as tires, as I said. The second thing I want to point out is the sound the truck makes when you start it up and until it reaches idling. That consists of 3 different sound files, and they are merged together in a not very flattering way. I think it could have been done better. But I mean, that's when you start the truck. That is a minor thing. But hey, this truck mod is so good, I have to focus on the minor things. And speaking of minor, that's the third thing as well. When I'm watching the truck from the outside, there is no driver inside of the truck, and of course there isn't because I am outside the truck. Anyway, you know where I'm going with this. All other trucks have, or many other trucks, most other trucks have the driver inside, whether I'm looking at the truck from the outside or not. That's all. That's the cons. One last thing, because I want to end on something positive. So the one last thing about this truck that I found just fantastic is that when the wipers are on, not only does the wipers on the windscreen work, but the front lights have working wipers as well. It could be me never noticing that before, but well, I've never seen that on another truck before, ever. That was, when I saw that the first time, it was just fantastic, and I wish it would rain more often because I loved watching that. So to conclude, this truck is just fantastic, and from the bottom of my Scania heart, I love this Iveco truck. If you want to know more about Iveco Specials, the 190/38 Special, I have added a link to a site, www.ivecoturbospecial.it, in the description. It is a site dedicated to this very truck, and they have a lot of information about the truck, a lot of pictures of it, and it's just a great site if you are a fan of this truck. I am not in any way affiliated with the site. It is in Italian, but you can easily translate it with Google Translate. But I just want to give them a shout out because I think they have done a terrific job on that site putting it together. So with that said, I think I'm done for the day. I'm gonna finish this haul, and I hope you guys will join me for the rest of the trip. In any case, if you enjoyed this video, please press like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next time. So take care and drive safely. Bye bye.